know why. I'm not feeling good. I haven't been feeling good this week. Like, just kind of just bleh. Ugh. Sickness. It's not good, man. Like, it's not enough to stop me yet. I think. Please, God, just let me get through this in the next day. But yeah, it sucks. Anyway, hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everyone. My name is Shannon Elshook, and welcome to just a quick little update thing I wanted to do. Again, I don't do these nearly as often as I could or should. But then if I did that, I'd never have anything to ever say in my intros, and that's my lifeblood. That's my reason to be. You know what I'm saying? So like, fuck you. I'm gonna keep it there most of the time. But no, this time I did want to run some stuff by you, and some stuff kind of sucks. I got a teary tone, but just because I need to counter the tears, because for some reason Shannon, I have half an hour to kill before I can sit down and record. I just woke up, couldn't sleep all right, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do something to kill the time. Let's watch Anohana again, like a fucking idiot. And so I start the night off crying like a fucking idiot. Anyway. But yeah, no, so that's been my morning. So night. I woke up at night. That's what it's been for me. Anyway. So, yeah, I got a couple things I want to run by you guys. Just some updatey stuff. I'd say it's nothing too crazy, but there's some things. Mostly it's just a few quick things regarding the schedule-y stuff. And that's mostly it. Little tease at some cool stuff I'm gonna have coming. It doesn't matter to you. You don't give a shit, but for me, it's awesome. Anyway, yeah, real quick before we do get started, I'll run by the stuff that I haven't mentioned in this next week's batch of stuff, which was stuff I needed to mention last week, which was mainly that I finally came down to my decision as to what I was going to do in regards to the other show besides School Live, because obviously that won the poll last time, and then I was trying to decide what I was going to do for the other one. Long story short, as I've gone over a couple times in last week's videos, basically what I decided to do deciding between Laid Back Camp, Bloom Into You, I decided to go with my original choice of Bloom Into You, very much because that fit more the spirit of the whole Shannon's Choice thing in the first place, because it was the one I most wanted to see, and the whole point of it was, again, so that I could pick shows that obviously just weren't going to get enough love from, polls and stuff, so that I can actually see these things that I really want to see at some point before I die, which will most likely be next week again. I'm not feeling very good. Also, I have zero energy. My fucking face hurts. My stomach is killing me. I have zero energy at all. I'm just dead. I really need to start taking better care of myself. I'm gonna try and do that more towards the end of this year. There's only so much that I can do right now, anyway. But, starting by not being such a fucking idiot all the time would probably be a good start. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna try. Maybe if I say it on camera, it'll be more likely to happen. Anyway, so that was one of the big things from last week. The other big thing from last week was me basically mentioning how we were gonna approach a couple things in regards to the channel overall, schedule-wise, as we move along. And one of the big things is, after this next batch or so of series starts wrapping up, the Monica Magicas, the School Lives and the Bloom Into Yous, the Erased, Hyouka, Yorlai, stuff like that. Obviously, Yorlai is going to be like the last one of this whole shit because it just started and it's fucking long. But anyway, as we start wrapping up that sort of stuff, I am slowly going to be trimming down the number of reaction series-y things as a whole on the channel. I don't know if you've counted, but your boy has, and it's about 10 we've had running at once. And as you can tell, considering so many of them don't come out, that's not working. Yeah, I got a little greedy and overbeared myself a little bit. Overbeared, is that a thing that people say? It is now. Bears are cool. Except for when they eat your face. That's not nearly as cool. but you already knew that. I mean, you could probably assume that. I don't need to be telling you. Point is, yeah, so that's something I'm going to try and do. Again, there was a point when I could do it, but as time has gone on, again, I've been getting so much less energy. I have been work has been getting significantly longer. It has been just more and more of a thing. Real adult people shit. And pretty much every other chance that I would normally have to do my extra recording stuff, I have not had at all, because either a wedding is happening, or, I'm out of town, or I'm doing this thing, or someone is off doing some other shit, and it's fucking up my recording time. And it's a problem, and I don't want to be the person who's constantly screwing you guys over because of stuff. So, I'm going to trim down things to help alleviate that. I'm also going to be doing that specifically because there are other things I would very much like to get into more on the channel. As I mentioned before, there's a couple things in particular. The two main ones being, I want to get a little more into gaming stuff on the channel in a more consistent fashion, other than just a Grisaya, because that's pretty much all it's been. At least for a very long time. Because there was a time when I used to do Pokemon consistently and not just give up on Series 10 episodes in, or just get fucking annihilated 20 in. But yeah, so I would like to be able to get into more of that stuff. There's two games, obviously, in particular that I've mentioned, coming out fairly recently, or fairly soon, or later this year, I should say, that I am looking to get into, obviously being, as I mentioned before, Fire Emblem, and Pokemon Sword and Shield. And those are two things I'd very much like to get into, and I would love to do them on the channel. But obviously that's going to require effort and time, and I have the abundance of neither of those. But I would like to try that. So as we're going along, I'm going to help trim down for that. And the other thing is, again, I don't know how many people are new and are not aware, but at least some of the older folks will know that I am a voice actor-y person-y fellow. I make the funnies, or the saddies, or the maddies. Don't ever say that again. With my voice, sometimes, occasionally, for people. And I really enjoy doing it. It's a ton of fun, and I don't get to do it nearly as often, and it makes me really sad. And that's something I want to do more. So, and especially, there's a few projects in particular I'd very much like to see something happen with, because, number one, either I've never seen them even get started, or I've never seen them get completed and seen through to the end. And if no one else can do that, then fuck it, I will. Because I really care about those things, and I want to see them happen. And if it gives me a chance to do this, then awesome. To keep working as a VA and to fucking direct and shit like that, then awesome. Then I think that's something I want to do. So that's the plan. That's something I'm going to be shooting for as well. Yeah, so that's all that stuff. Just basically as a heads up as to what was going on with the schedule. There is one more thing that has to be added to that, though, which isn't awesome. But, I mean, you saw it coming. It doesn't surprise anyone. It didn't surprise anyone when I was like, I might have to do this when I talked about it in Discord, and everyone was like, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. And that is, if you remember correctly, a little while back, we put off We Never Learn onto hold for a while, just so that I can, very much the same reason I'm doing what I'm about to do, and why I'm trimming up shows and stuff, because there's not enough time for me to do all of them at once. And as everyone will know, there's one series in particular, reaction-wise, that has gotten, I believe the count was 3 episodes, 45 or 46 or 47 days ago, and then haven't had another one since. And that is Carole and Tuesday, which makes me really sad, because the whole time leading up to that, I had this whole bit and saying about how important it was going to be for me to get to that, and then I got to it, and then I didn't. And it doesn't make me happy, but I think I'm going to officially commit to putting that on hold. It's, again, the main issue is I constantly prioritize other things over it when I shouldn't. But to a certain extent, I feel like I should, because, you know, the other shows and stuff are things that were promised to other people, that people specifically asked for, things like that. And it's stuff like that that I think is part of the reason why I've prioritized other series over Carole and Tuesday. And I'm not happy about it. But I feel at this point, it's honestly just a safer bet. And especially since there's no fucking way I'm going to be able to catch up. Even if I literally took like 2 whole weeks to just sit there and binge through everything that's out there, I won't be able to keep up with it. And I know I won't be able to do that. So I can't make that promise to anyone anymore. So I'm not going to. Because I feel like every single week I'm like, we're going to do Carole and Tuesday. And then I don't do it. I never get to it. And it doesn't feel right getting everyone's hopes up like that. So I'm not going to. We're not dropping the show, just like We Never Learn. We're not getting rid of it by any means, but we are going to be putting it off. We're very specifically going to be putting it off to when this next batch of stuff starts ending. Whereas, again, I think I'm only going to be keeping about 4. I think that's the plan. I want to keep 4 reaction series going by the time we finish all these up. Instead of, again, the fucking 10 that I had. I think that is the plan, what I want to do. And that takes care of 2 of the shows that we can jump right back into. By then, both of those shows will have ended. They will be ready to just go. Again, at this point, I'm already so far behind. The watching alongside the audience as they come out thing already fell apart. So, basically, at this point, I'm just going to treat it like any other show. And we're going to take it after whatever the next short series will be, which I don't know what that is. Fuck, it might be like, I think it actually might be School Life, because of how it ends up with Steins Gate ending and everything like that. So I'm not 100%, or Bloom Into You, whichever one of those ends up taking over Steins Gate. I still don't know about that yet. I don't know if people care, if it matters. But yeah, so that is the plan. I'm going to officially commit to putting it on hold, and I hope you guys understand. Again, not happy about it, but in the end, I think it's going to be the better call. So yeah, that was the big thing that I really wanted to make sure that I got out. That being said, there is another thing. That's right, I'm about to promise to you another thing that I'm going to do as I just stopped doing 2 things. Shannon, you're great at this. Anyway, as some of you guys will know just a minute ago, if anyone who gives a shit will know, I am a huge fucking RWBY fan. It's a series we've done on the channel. It is my favorite of all the series. That's right, I said it. It's even above Darling in the Franxx, because for the sake of the joke, I don't count it as an anime, just so that I can put it as its own thing as my top. Because if I count it as an anime, that means I'd have to push Sakura So and Franxx down, and I don't want to do that. So, for this specific thing, RWBY's not an anime. RWBY's an anime, though. Fuck you, fight me. Anyway, I love that fucking series. It means the goddamn world to me. This channel would not exist without it. So, there you go. Also, it's fucking Monty's birthday yesterday. Happy goddamn birthday, Monty. We miss you so goddamn much. We love you. Again, without that motherfucker, you don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. And I am a sadder boy than I am now. And I'm a very sad boy. Point is, if you guys will have paid attention to that, if you guys care, then you guys will know that the RWBY Volume 6 soundtrack comes out as of recording this in like 5 days. It's probably going to be a little bit after that I get to it, because I think I want to wait for Flynn RWBY to get a hold of doing his lyric video stuff, because I think that's how I want to approach it. As I promised before, back when I was watching the series, I fully intend to do reactions to the soundtrack. Now, to anyone who's never seen that show or knows what that music is like, everyone just went, what? Trust me, it makes sense, and it's fucking glorious. I'll do terrible at it. It'll suck, but not because of the music, because of me. But yeah, so that is something I'm going to be doing. Again, I'm going to wait until Flint gets his videos up, or at least people get the... I would much rather get it from him, because I know for a fact that motherfucker knows what the lyrics are, because he's got a direct line to Jeff fucking Williams, and he's dope. So, yeah, I'm going to wait until he gets his stuff up, I think, so that I can, go through the lyrics with you guys and fucking talk about them, discuss them, explain them, fucking theory craft or some shit. I'm so not analytical, but I love being analytical with Ruby because I fucking love that show. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so that is the plan. I'm going to be doing that. However, I'm not 100% sure how I want to do it, because there's two different ways I've considered doing it. One, I am either going to do it just flat out, do the whole fucking soundtrack as like a big, whoa, this is a big hour and a half thing, listen to them all and talk about them as I go. But also to a certain extent, that doesn't sound as interesting to me. Like, don't get me wrong, love that fucking music, and I'm going to fucking just cream my jeans the whole goddamn time. I don't wear jeans. I'm not wearing jeans right now, but what am I wearing? The world will never know unless I stood up. But I won't, because his fucking pajama bottoms have a huge fucking hole in them because God hates me. But yeah, so that was something that I was considering that I might do in that manner, but it's very possible that there's another way I want to do it, which will have them spread out over multiple videos, not for every song, but maybe like 2 a song. What? 2 songs a video. There we go. Fucking nailed it. It's very possible I'll be doing that, because I think what I might want to try and do is, because it sounds cool to me, I might do every song twice. Do once as just kind of a fucking listen through to fucking just enjoy it and be like, oh my god, fucking Casey, your voice is the voice of a goddamn goddess. And then fucking be like, oh, Jefferson, sir, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. Williams. But like, god damn it, man, your fingers are glorious. So I can just fucking geek out and then weep like a bitch because Indomitable and Foreverfall are on that fucking soundtrack, and I'm gonna die listening to those songs. But yeah. So I think that's what I want to do. I want to do one round like that, and then I think I want to hit it again, specifically looking through the lyrics and talking about it and thinking it through and be like, oh, well, I see what you're doing here with this little story with the doodah and the day. Because that's what Ruby does. They got fucking storytelling in their music, and it's fucking dope. So yeah, that's what I think I want to do. Is that how it's going to work? Fuck if I know, but that's what I want. So, yeah, that's the plan with that. I wanted to make sure you guys knew what was going on with that, because I'm sure there may be at least one human being who cares. I know there will probably be one because I talked to you earlier. Anyway, so there's that. Do I have anything else I need to talk about? Not really. I don't have anything else I need to talk about. The only other thing I could talk about is the fact that I have fucking my hopes and dreams coming in the mail, supposedly. I don't like using eBay because I can't trust it. Technically, I can't trust Amazon either. I've been dicked before. It's happened. Whatever happened to that one game I bought that one time? Huh? Whatever happened in the first issue of the Darling and Franks manga? Huh? Tell me. Answer that one, atheists. Wait, what? Anyway, yeah, so, like, there's issues with anything you do, but yeah, I have something very, very, very cool and incredibly stupid, and yet very, very fucking cool, as a Michiru lover. So it's gonna be fucking tasty. So that's something that I got going, and I'm just looking into like picking up some new shirts and or stuff, and I got my Rem figure coming really, really soon. So that's all cool. And again, I got the Steins Gate movie, so that's all stuff that's awesome. Which also does remind me, again, I'm not 100% sure how I want to do the next special that we're going to get to, which will be at 750. So we're still a little ways away. Thank God it's not just fucking there already. But again, I'm not 100% sure, because originally I really wanted to dive right into I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, because I heard many good things, and I'm going to cry. That being said, it also then occurred to me that we're finishing up Steins Gate, and the Steins Gate movie is out there. So I'm like, well, shit, that also might be a great time to do it. So, I'm fucking dying, can you tell? But yeah, so I was considering just like, well, maybe that's not a bad idea to do it, then. So, I'm not 100% sure yet. If you guys have an opinion, by all means, throw it out there, because that's cool. Anyway, after that, I don't think I have anything else to say, really. Yeah. How you doing? You're beautiful. I don't know what you look like. Maybe. I know what some of you look like. It's real cool. Thank you for sharing with me. That's always nice to be able to meet your faces. Even though it's like we didn't actually ever meet face. I don't know if I need your face on my face. Some of you are probably children, and that's not okay. Dear Chris Hansen, stop that. Not that he's doing it. I'm just saying, but just in general, put the foot down, be like, nah, son, back the fuck up. And I'm like, thank you, Chris, you're my hero. And he's like, so let me tell you about the stuff I didn't pay off that one time. Point is, it's awesome to meet you guys when I do get to meet you. If that ever happens in person, I think my mind will implode. Anyway, that's all I think I have to talk about on that front. I guess there's one more thing that I was thinking about, but I won't bring it up now. I think I'm going to save it until we get to 1,000, before I even bother discussing it on any, big scale. Because it's something I'm still very fucking I don't know about that. Just to throw it out there, it's more the idea of the Patreon donation-y, that sort of thing. I'm still really, really fucking I don't know about that. Not because there's anything inherently wrong with it. Not that anyone, would think necessarily there's something wrong with it. But for me personally, it's something I don't know how to deal with. Maybe it's just because I'm too fucking small. Maybe that's why it's just I don't think it's justified or what. I just said I wasn't going to discuss it. Now I'm going all the fucking way. So I'm not 100%, I'm not 100% sure about it. Because it's always been something I've been really iffy about. Not because I don't think I'd ever be able to get to a point where that's worth it, where it makes sense, where it's justified, where I'm okay with accepting that sort of shit. It's just, at least at this point, when it would be really fucking nice to have shit like that, I don't think it's justified. I don't think I offer anything to that extent. I don't think it's fair of me to block anything off, to somehow make there be something to justify it, or to do anything like that. I don't, it seems really fucking far off. Again, it's probably not a bad idea. It's actually probably a good fucking idea to look into that shit. But it's really difficult to explain. It feels off. And I don't know really how much better to explain it than that. It doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's something that I don't think is actually wrong. It doesn't feel right. And again, it's very possible that it's just because I'm fucking 550 or some shit. That's still fucking crazy though. It's, I don't know. It's just it's a weird thing. You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Again, at some point, absolutely. I would love to look into that. Maybe again once I start being able to actually offer more shit. And especially if I could get more into the voice acting stuff and I can, start doing projects, fucking absolutely. Because then I can actually fucking pay people maybe or something. I don't fucking know. Because as a voice actor, again, paid is nice. But yeah, so it's something I would like to look into at some point. It's just, I don't know when the right time to look into it is. I've talked to some other people who also have that sort of thing, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And they're like, well, I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I don't know what the fuck to do either. And I'm like, oh, god damn it, we're all terrified and alone in this world. So yeah, not sure yet. I'm always open to hear guys' thoughts on that sort of thing. And that's also the problem too, is because, again, this is the kind of shit that someone like me might really worry about or have issues accepting. And I've talked about it in the past. Specifically after I watched, was it Nearly on Red's video where his audience kind of got together and got him like this big gift box full of shit, and he was super against it. Like he was like, I can't take that, and basically he had to be sat down and told, no, god damn it, these people want to show their love, so fucking come on, man. And it's like, fuck, okay. And then him going through it was one of the sweetest fucking things I've ever seen in my entire life. Just, I really like that dude. He's a good dude and way fucking better at everything that he does than me and has talent. Yeah, no. So it's something I've always kind of wrestled with and I've talked about in the past. And again, for a lot of people, I'm sure it's fine. And it's probably even like, fuck yeah, I'd totally be like for that, man. Hell yeah. But it feels weird. So if you guys ever have an opinion, tell me. About, again, Patreon, I guess, is PayPal donations a thing? Because there's also the thing like, well, would I have just a flat out Patreon? Because I'm not even 100% sure how that works. It's almost like a subscription-y thing, right? Like, oh, here's $1 every month or something like that, right? Am I crazy? But then there's also the thing, well, like, I don't know how that works, or if it's better than do you have like a donation-y thing where you're like, well, I don't want to do that, but here's like $2 once or something like that. Like, I don't know how that shit works. I don't know anything. I'm fucking stupid. I'm too small to talk about this yet. I don't know. But yeah, there's shit like that. And then there's the other shit, like with some people have like Amazon wish lists and PO boxes and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know. Not again, like that sounds amazing. That's crazy, awesome, cool, fantastic. Feels really weird though. Yeah, there's a lot of shit I don't know how I would deal with or how I should deal with it or if I should even think about dealing with it anywhere near this point. But fuck it, I'm here, right? Tired, I'm sick, I'm here. So fuck it, let's talk about it. Anyway, that being said, here's where I'm gonna stop talking about it. Yeah, so anyway, there's my little 30-minute weird update rambly fucking who's a does it. What? It's not words. Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to dip out. I'm going to go watch me some Hyouka, I doth believe, and hopefully some Your Lie if I can get in there too, because I'd love to hop in episode 2. And then hopefully I can put off the rest till tomorrow, because again, I'm not feeling super well, and I'm very tired because I have no fucking energy, and I don't know what it is, and I don't like it. Just like my diet's fucked. Well, my diet's definitely fucked, but like it just there's so much wrong with me. I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, so stuff I'm gonna try and think about as we go. And again, your input on all of this stuff is always appreciated. Again, if you disagree on something, or if you agree on something, or you have a different idea on something, it doesn't always mean that I'm gonna be able to use your exact idea upon it. Because we're all in this together, and sometimes I'll have to make decisions purely based on what I think I need to do and shit like that. But I do always appreciate input. I always appreciate feedback, as long as you're not just like a fucking dick about it. Only idiot, moron, stupid, blind people watch anime dubs. Motherfucker, come on. What? I'm sorry. I don't know. I had a time earlier this week for someone. God damn it. Point is, that's there. As always, I got links to shit in the description, like the server and whatnot. If you guys ever want to hop on Discord and talk to me, it's always awesome. I love meeting you guys. And I'm slowly working on, we're going to try and do a little bit of rework of things, because there's been some issues as of late, and I'm trying to go through and make sure the rules are more up to date and enforced properly. And, you know, make sure the mod situation is as good as I can get it, because I love all the people in there, but sometimes y'all can't be trusted. And if I can't trust you, maybe not the best idea to have you guys helping me run shit. So they're just trying to work on making things better, quality of life, and just making sure everyone's having a good time and stuff like that. So that's what we're trying for. Anyway, with that, I'm going to go and watch me some goddamn Hyouka, and hopefully going to have a good, tasty time solving a goddamn mystery and just having Mayaka on my screen, because that's always a good goddamn time. It's been a good, been really enjoying the new shows as we've been starting, and the old shows. Holy fucking shit, Steins Gate and Grisaya. Oh my fucking Christ. And I've had a time. It's been a time as of late. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I should have ended a long time ago. Thank you guys. I love you always. You guys are amazing, fantastic, sweet. Thank you again. Your guys' opinions are always appreciated. I'm gonna go. Take care, guys. Tools, doers, and lemons. Oh, bye-bye. Yeah. Said I was going to end this like 7 times. The last one was at least a whole 4 minutes ago. Damn it. Bye again. I love you guys.